Hey guys, it's Kim here with Verily Fiber Fun. Thanks for joining me on week 3 of prepping for the Fiber Festival in Sawtee, Georgia. It is Fiber in the Valley. I will try to remember to put the link down below so you can check it out. But it is very close to Helen, if you know where Helen is. And that is about a 35-minute drive from me, so it's not that bad. Anyway, the festival is May 19th through the 21st. The 19th is a Friday, and that is for the teachers and classes. And then the 20th and the 21st is for vendors and for people to shop. So I will be there. I will set up on Friday, and then I will vend Saturday and Sunday. So I'm really excited, but I have a ton of stuff to do. Before we get into it, I want to give you a warm welcome if you are a new viewer, and a welcome back if you're a returning viewer. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notifications so you don't miss new videos as they come out. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. Also, please share this video with any of your friends, because sharing, liking, commenting, all of that really helps my channel to grow, and that is incredibly beneficial and helpful for me. Also, if you are interested in financially supporting the channel, please head over to my Ko-fi page, which is linked down below. You can find all the links to all the places down below. And just wanted to let you know that I appreciate any form of support you choose to bestow upon me, whether that is simply watching the video or liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, or supporting me over on Ko-fi. Ko-fi is where I am trying to get a drum carder that will not kill my back. So all support goes towards a purchase of a electric drum carder that can do large quantities of fleece at a time, which would be very helpful for what I am trying to accomplish. Anyway, now that that's all said and done, let's get into my little notebook and what I've got going on here. So for week 3, what I have left to do is flick and card the Black Jacob, and I don't yet have a total on that, but I will get that here in a bit. I need to make labels for a whole bunch of inventory that does not have labels. Some is in the shop, some is not. And there's actually a couple of things that are labeled, but they're not in the shop, which is really weird, but you know. And then I need to film a needle felting tutorial for the Shroomscapes, so that I can have felting kits to sell at the festival. Editing me popping in to say I did get all of the labels printed. I got them made and printed with the new logo on them, only for the products that didn't have labels already. And I did not get the needle felting tutorial filmed, so there will not be any needle felting kits from me this time around, because that just hasn't happened, and it's not going to happen at this point, but that's okay. Back to the video. If I don't get that done, it's not the end of the world, but I did want a video tutorial for that. And then I need to go visit with a friend because I need to pick up her vending supplies and drop off some stuff that's taking up room in my house. So that is what we have for this week. I am going to work today on carding up all 3 of these bags, and hopefully I will be able to finish to do the second round of carding. If not, I will finish tomorrow. I did not do any carding on Monday or Tuesday, but that's okay. The carding went very, very smoothly. I do love to card wool that has been flicked. I was opening up the locks before putting them through the drum carder, even though they've already been thoroughly opened up by the flicker brush. They were still kind of compressed by the way I had been holding them, and I've just discovered it goes through the carder much easier if you open everything up. But it went very, very quickly compared to regular, just plain picked wool. Gosh, words. So that's how carding the first batch went, and I did a bunch, and then I went to flick the black locks I think the same day, and I hadn't tumbled it yet. It was such a mess, and every time I grabbed the wool, did anything with it, I was getting all kinds of veg matter and dirt all over me, and I finally said, you know what, it's time to tumble. So the tumbler is in my bedroom, and this is literally what I do every time I have to get into it, because the space under and around my tumbler is used for storage, and so my bed becomes the temporary storage while I'm using the tumbler, and the tumbler acts as a drying rack lots of times. Anyway, I thought you guys might find it interesting to see me get it accessible and start using it. So here you go. And I don't put a whole lot of wool in at a time when there's a lot of veg matter. If there's not much, I'll put more in at once. This tumbler can hold a lot, but I have found it does work best with a smaller amount of wool. So about a pound at a time, clean wool works fairly well, something like that. So, and the speed is very easily adjustable. I love this thing. I love how easy it is to use, and I love what a good job it does. So here you can see, especially if you're looking at the black baseboard there, you can see the stuff falling out as the tumbler runs. It's just insane how much has already come out and how much else comes out during the process. The tumbler is amazing. Doesn't get it all out because there's still a lot that comes out during flicking, but it works wonders. Now here I have divided up all of the bats that I had carded and mixed them all up, and I'm carding again. The second time around and the third time around go much faster than the first. So I was able to get all 16 bats carded in one day, which is an insane amount of carding, but it was only one pass on each bat. So, you know, that's not terrible. So I just knuckled away and got that done, and that is the majority of what I did. I did spend 3 days working a lot on the locks, and the rest of the time I did other stuff that was unintentional but necessary, and some things that were not at all necessary, like video intro and outro animations that I really didn't have time to work on, but I wasted whole days on anyways, because why not? Hey guys, welcome back. It has been quite a week. Today is Monday, the day after Mother's Day, and I did not get anywhere near as much done as I had hoped to this week. My goal was to card all the gray fleeces and flick all the black jacket. I did not get that done. I have carded the gray fleeces a second time, but the gray bats, but I still need to card them a third time, which won't take long. I think I have 16 bats of the gray. And then I started with 3.1 pounds of the black wool and ended up with 1.3 pounds. So I did over half of it. So I have 2 bags like this. Did not get it all done, and my flicker brush bit the dust. Oh, yeah. But let's revamp just a little bit. On Sunday, yesterday, it was Mother's Day, and you know, you would think, you know, the kids were at their dad's and that I would have had a very relaxing day. I woke up at 5 a.m. and I worked until around 12:30, and then I ended up with a really bad headache. So I ended up with a migraine. It started as a tension headache and turned into a migraine, and that was no fun. So today I kind of don't feel like doing anything, but here we are trying to get stuff done because there's only 4 days left before I have to pack up my car for the festival. So I had a reality check yesterday morning. Afternoon, I guess. I was looking at all the wool I still had left to do and my flicker brush, and I ordered a new one, and I'm going, it's not going to get here in time. I don't get good results with a dog brush. I can't find my cat brush that I used to use for flicking wool, and I don't have time. I just don't have enough time to get everything done. There's a huge list, like a mile long, that I have to do before Friday. So it is what it is. I'm going to let it go, and I will work on carding up the rest of this wool. I will get the final round done on the gray, and I will card what I have of the black, and that's just going to be as good as it gets this time around. So one of the things that happened this past week was I went to one of my favorite thrift stores on Tuesday, and there was this amazing wire rack display case just kind of bundled up on the floor. And so of course I got it for a steal, and then I spent a couple of days playing around with how to set it up where it wouldn't wobble, wouldn't fall over. I do believe it's designed to be bolted into a wall. So one section of the unit is red and the rest is black. So I have to do a little bit of painting. I did figure it out. I still have to buy a few zip ties because 8" isn't quite long enough for half of the parts that I have to zip tie together. But anyway, you will see all of that next week if I can manage to remember to record it. So, you know, I spent a good bit of time with that. So yeah, I didn't do as much filming as I wanted to, but I got enough done, and it is what it is. I'm not even going to worry about this past week. It didn't go as planned at all. A lot of things happened that weren't expected, and a lot of things that were planned did not happen. But that's okay. We have the last week, just a few more days. It's crunch time, and I'm not going to stress over what I wasn't able to get done. There is too much important stuff that I have to do to be ready for vending for the Fiber Festival that, you know, I can't really not do because you know, there's just so many things you have to do when you're vending. Anyway, so I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and that my stress isn't bothering you guys, or rather that my stress isn't coming through to you guys. My stress level is pretty darn high, but that's okay because it's almost time. So, and I'm excited. It's not a bad stress. It's an excited stress. All right. So I will see you next week. Have fun. Bye.